Welcome to Two Dumb Questions. I'm Leonard Chan.
And I'm Hoodo Hersi.
And this is the podcast where a culturally illiterate Gen Xer, that's me, asks a question about pop culture stuff that nobody needs to know.
And a not yet ready for adulthood millennial asks questions about practical life knowledge you should already know about.
So how this works is that we're each going to ask a dumb question.
And the other person will have exactly 10 minutes to essentially give that person a crash course on that topic.
Whilst getting interrupted with more dumb questions. So today, our questions are going to be centered around intelligence, influence,
yeah,
real or otherwise.
Truly, yeah, it's really exploring, real influence.
What is influencing the world right now? I don't know what this. I can't keep up that vocal choice. Nor should I. But yeah, so the first thing we're going to talk about is social media influencers.
The thing that comedians basically have to become.
It's upsetting.
Yeah.
It is upsetting. Like,
to
literally,
sell tickets, you have to.
I hate this. It's like I spent 10 years like learning one craft, and now I'm told, until you learn a completely different job, you're not allowed to do that first job anymore.
Yeah. So, there you go.
And so, thank you for coming out to the pod. I'm gonna go tragically end things.
Don't go. Okay, so social media influencers. What do you know about them aside from the fact that you aren't the biggest fans? Yeah, and you aren't one. No,
I aren't one because I don't like. I know they exist. I know there's various kinds. I know there's social media.
So
influencers.
What are the types? What do you know?
I know, there's lifestyle influencers, I guess, who are just like, hey, look at me doing a thing, and with that I normally would do. Like, I'm getting ready to go out. Look at me. Yeah. This is what I eat. Look at me.
Okay.
There's food influencers who I see out at restaurants in the wild. I guess there's also like an Instagram page that I occasionally look at called Influencers in the Wild. Bless you.
Thank you.
And
that's so funny. So it's them recording all their bullshit.
It's people recording people.
I mean, me too. I'm saying bullshit, but bitch, I'm recording. Yeah.
It's recording people in the wild doing influencing shit, like just finding all the different ways to pose, having
so
like in a cafe in the morning, like at a breakfast joint, like with fucking lights, like illuminating the food so they can get like the perfect shot of it. I'm just like, I hate this. I hate this so much. And it's the way the world works. I mean, it's always been, the world has always worked on attention and influence. That's always, this is not new.
Yeah.
But now we have social media, which has fucking amplified it to like the nth degree, where it's like because anybody can do it now. It's not like you just have to get on one of the 3 big networks and you can make it if you get on Johnny Carson's chair. That's how old.
Oh no.
But that's what it used to be, right? You go to make it as a comedian. But but it was like, this is before my day. Like Johnny Carson retired before I started comedy. But like, you
ever watched a Johnny Carson show?
Like very, like when I was pretty young when it was still like in its heyday. Like I was like Letterman.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And like Jay Leno, I guess but like I never really watched that
chin,
much.
Honey. We could never forget the chin, honey. Oh my god.
So then it used to be like, you get on Carson, and then if he invites you to the couch, boom, you've made it, right? Like that's
okay.
But now it's like you need 100,000 followers to like on every platform to get on like and just to work a club in America.
This is true.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, man.
Yeah.
But like my problem is like, and I'm not saying all social media influencers, but a lot of them, because it's a different skill. It's a different craft. They've learned how to do that well, but they haven't learned how to fucking do comedy.
But there also is a huge element of luck, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the algorithm has to bless you.
Yeah.
Hopefully the algo, you bless us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand the algo. The algo keeps changing. It's just like, it's like this beast that just has to be fed more. It's like,
I mean, if we want to talk about AI, honey.
Oh, I know. I mean, that's all.
It's all AI.
It is all AI, but like AI is constantly shifting. We don't know how it fucking works. Just like I don't know how the algo works, but I do know like the algorithm, like it seems to favor like, because all the algorithm is really trying to do is retain attention, right? Like that's all TikTok is trying to do is retain attention and like trying to get you to look at this thing for as long as possible so they can like siphon like, because you are the product, right? Yeah. Like our eyeballs are the product that is being sold. The customer is advertisers.
I mean, obviously I know that.
Right?
Yeah.
So the problem is like, because like the algorithm seems to understand that like outrage is what keeps people engaged.
Okay, but back to social media influencers, Leonard. What
Yes.
do you know about them?
I know that they exist.
Do you know any names of social media
I
influencers?
know the big ones like Mr. Beast.
Okay, yeah, he's huge. Yeah.
Yeah. That might be it. Holy
Okay.
fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people who are famous before social media who are now very big on social media, just simply because, like Rogan, obviously.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
But like people who are specifically, I watched like a basketball social media influencer,
Who's that?
and I can't remember his name now. Jesser.
How are you a basketball social media influencer? You just like interviews basketball players?
Yeah, he does cool shit. Like he does like hey, like here's a game where we have like 5 tall dudes with like sacks on their heads, and so we can't see what their faces look like, but we have to guess which one of these 5 dudes is the NBA player. And then he has like him and like some of his friends, and sometimes
Honey,
like
the NBA player that agrees to that is, LeBron not doing that.
no. But like but this is a big channel. So like I'm not saying LeBron would, but like Giannis Antetokounmpo did it. Like he was one of the judges. Like Giannis is.
Oh, he's the black guy that has a Greek name, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's fun.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Milwaukee Bucks. He's a superstar, and he did it. So
Is he a superstar? What is
Giannis? Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about basketball.
Yeah, Giannis is a superstar. Like he's the Greek freak.
Like on Steph Curry kind of level.
He's in that upper echelon, yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's really good. Good for
Yeah.
him, Giannis. I didn't know who you were, but good for you.
Giannis is great, man.
Okay, so that's all you know.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, I know they exist. I know there's an algorithm. I know there's like different platforms, right? Like there's obviously the big.
You know
ones.
about and
Facebook Marketplace. That's huge.
Okay. Well, there you go. Okay, so what is your dumb question?
My dumb question is like, who are the big social media influencers, and how does one become a social media influencer? As I understand, you are one, right?
Am I?
Aren't you? You got over 100,000, right?
I do, but does that make you an influencer?
It makes you more of an influencer than me.
Okay.
But that's a low bar.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, Jesus only had 12 followers, and he's doing fine. So, anyways.
Did he have 12?
Just the 12.
Okay, so obviously they're advertisers.
Yes.
With a built-in audience. That's the big thing. And then the different types of influencers, right?
Some, yeah.
So depending on size.
Yeah.
So nano influencers have 1K to 10K.
Yes.
There are different definitions, but like I think this is according
Nano, baby.
Yeah, this is according to Wikipedia.
I like how they're naming them after iPods.
Yeah. I used to have an iPod.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to have a pink, a magenta iPod Shuffle.
Oh, I had a pink iPod too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And micro influencers have 10K to 100K.
Mm-hmm.
Macro influencers have 100K to 500K.
So you're macro.
But I mean, I could be micro because it's 10K to 100K.
Yeah, but you over 100K?
Oh, I'm a little over. Yeah, I am actually. Yeah, that's true.
So there you go. Don't short sell yourself. Don't. Come on, you're a macro girl. And
but then
don't micro yourself.
But then there are people like Selena Gomez and Kylie Jenner, I think, that have like 300 million.
Yeah, but that's
like mega influencer.
That's a different level. That's not.
I mean? That's absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and they're
like Taylor Swift has what? I think they're the most, right?
No, I think it's either Selena Gomez on Instagram. It's Selena Gomez.
Oh no, I think it's like Ronaldo or something.
Oh yeah, he is an insane.
Like Cristiano Ronaldo is like
because he also is getting like not just the English speaking world. It's like parts of Latin.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the different types of ways they try to sell shit to people. Can you put
Keep on.
Well, I just wanted you to put it.
No, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So the different types of ways they try to sell shit to people. Do you know what a get ready with me is?
Yeah, I think I mentioned off the top. It's like people getting ready for something, and they're like, "Get ready with me," and then you watch them get ready to go out.
Yes, and the really critical thing is that they are showing all the products that they're using.
Yeah, because that's
really important.
Yep.
Do you know what an unboxing is?
I do.
Okay.
It's a toy ad, basically, or a tech ad, or whatever it is that they're unboxing.
Yeah, so they're unboxing a product that they've received.
Yep.
That's really important. And you obviously know about vlogs. You talked about that. So parasocial relationships are so important for influencers. I need to, with these lifestyle influencers, we need to see, usually we got to see the family, the dog, the house. You know, it's really important. Look at you, just like
I don't love
hating it. Yeah. Okay, so here are the biggest ones. Let's get into the biggest ones.
Yeah.
Do you know about that chicken shop date?
What?
Okay, so there's this girl. Her name's Amelia Demoldenberg, whatever. But Amelia, and she basically has a series. It's called Chicken Shop Date, and she interviews these celebrities. And
Okay.
she takes them to a chicken shop, and they have like fried chicken and fries.
Oh, so this is hot wings with less hot.
Yeah. But
Hot ones, sorry, hot ones.
Hot ones, but we're not seeing people like die.
Yeah, they should have. By the way, they should have done like instead of debate, before Biden dropped down, it should have been Biden, Trump, hot ones. Whoever doesn't die, president.
No, but Trump's gonna make that. You know, Biden's dying.
Probably.
No offense. I mean, if Biden has died by the time this episode comes out, R.I.P. No disrespect, please. No threats, please. Yeah. Okay, so she's really big on YouTube, and her thing has like she's from the UK.
Yeah.
And now, honey, she's hit it big. She's interviewing like Cher and Billie Eilish and Keke Palmer, and so she's really hit it big.
Great.
She has 2.29 million YouTube subscribers.
Great.
I mean, and some of her guests have been great, like Ed Sheeran and Daniel Kaluuya. Okay, and then another really big influencer, Dylan Mulvaney. Do you know Dylan Mulvaney?
Nope.
Okay, so in 2021, they came out as trans, and they documented their journey, and it was called Days of Girlhood. And there was a lot of controversy around that because transphobes would stitch her video, and they would be like, I don't know, they would just really comment a lot of really crazy passive-aggressive things. Dylan's received a lot of death threats, you know, and they've had to move, I think. It's been crazy. And then obviously, you know about...
But they have a lot of followers, so that makes it worth it.
No, don't say that. Don't say that, Leonard.
No, I'm not. I'm being sarcastic. I mean, does it seem worth it?
But I just think like that to me is like a form of influence that started off with like really pure intention.
Yeah.
Like, let me document my transition. You know what I mean?
Which I totally, I mean, that's great. Like I watched this TV, Dropout TV. It's
oh, I love Dropout TV.
It's amazing,
but
right?
I only have 5 minutes.
Okay. I just wanted to really quickly, you know, Ali Beardsley, like on Dropout, like you get to.
I know Brendan.
Yeah, Brendan Lee Mulligan, but
right,
like
I love him.
Well, he's great. But like Ali Beardsley, like they transition, and like from the beginning, you can watch the transition going as they're like doing these other things, and I imagine they're not receiving the same. Well, they probably are receiving some hate, but like not in the way.
Yeah,
Dylan
because
Mulvaney
TikTok
was.
is like, you know, it's a bigger platform. So, then obviously you know about Mr. Beast.
Yep.
His real name is Jimmy Donaldson.
Well, that's why he's going with Mr. Beast.
Wow, shade to Mr. Beast, honey. Don't send death threats to us. Leonard was joking. Okay. Also, your first name's Leonard. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if we're in a position to really be judging people's names. You know, that's why I call you Siho. I love
well
Siho.
Done.
I do love Siho.
Well done.
Okay, so this.
Fuck. I cut deep.
Well, I had to because
I know I threw stones and glass houses.
Okay. And then obviously you know about makeup influencers.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I mean, I don't watch any of them, and I just know of their existence.
But what I love about Jackie Aina is that she was a professional makeup artist.
Yeah.
And in 2009 started her YouTube channel. So she's been she's considered like an OG influencer.
Sure.
Right. So I kind of like respect that because she already had the skill set. You know. Okay. Right now, at the time of this recording, the social media influencer that you need to know about is Jules. So Jules has gone viral for this really fun catchphrase. Should we play it?
I mean, if we can, or just say it.
Okay. She goes, Max, you probably know this. She'll describe something and she'll go, I'm not like these other girls. I'm very demure, very mindful, very considerate, very cutesy. And people love that sort of rhythm. It's very like
what? Like AMSR? Like
it's like it's catchy and it's funny. So she'll say something about like something that has happened.
Okay.
And then she'll add in those catchphrases.
It's like I'm looking for a man in finance sort of thing.
Yes. But this one is like she's getting a lot of brand deals and she's been able to fund her transition.
Oh, another. Okay, cool.
Trans person. You know what I mean?
Great.
Afro-Latina. Love that.
Great.
You know, and she's being credited. And she like had like paid, she had like a paid partnership with Netflix, and she's moving to LA in October.
That's awesome.
So that's like the right person got famous.
Yeah. How about like Tuah girl?
Yeah.
What are your opinions on
I
that?
feel for her because people have really pigeonholed her. She's been, you know.
I mean,
like, bitch, I don't even know her name.
Haley Welch.
Oh, shout out to Jackie, your wife Jackie. You've been
What?
looking her up. You've been looking her up.
Yeah, because I wanted to know like how's she going to monetize this thing? She had like this 10 seconds of a thing, went viral, but I'm very curious, like, what is she doing with it now? Like, how is she?
Oh,
you know, how is she going to like leverage this?
I mean, I will say this: my Muslim guilt has not really allowed me to engage.
You know, like, oh, this
because
is
if I type that in,
yeah,
I'm just gonna get a bunch of like crazy other things recommended to me.
Will you? I mean, I don't know.
Do you ever have that thing where you don't Google certain things because you know the algorithm, and it's a one-time Google?
That's what incognito mode's for.
But my phone is listening too.
Yeah, but you can also incognito on your phone.
No, but I'm saying, let's say my phone is just, you know, I'm on my laptop, and then I'm just like Googling something about, let's say, bugs.
Sure.
Right? My phone will be listening to me reading the thing out loud.
So hold on, let's back up for a second.
I feel like
you're sitting by yourself, googling, and then you read everything out loud yourself.
Sometimes I'll say some shit out loud. I'm like, oh my god, that shit's really gross. These bugs, honey, da, da, da. And I have a feeling the phone is listening. The phone is listening, and then I
just can't get over that you're just talking to yourself all the time.
I really do.
Yeah.
Don't you say your thoughts out loud?
No.
Never.
No. When
you're in the bathroom, you look yourself in the mirror. You're not like
no. I'm not Stuart Smalley.
I'm just like looking in the mirror. I'm like, wow. You don't do that?
No, because I'm not.
You're not doing any of that.
No, I don't talk to myself.
But also, like, some of my best jokes have come from me just being in the bathroom, on the toilet, or in the shower, and I'm just singing, or a joke will come to me, and I'll say
this should be your next album. Should be called Toilet Humor.
No, that's not gonna sell. The title won't. But like, that doesn't happen to you where you're in the shower and then you just get an idea for a premise?
No, I get ideas, but I'm not saying
say it out loud.
No, I'll say it out loud. Like, my brain says it for me. I can hear it.
No, but like, you're just saying it. You're vocalizing it. Okay, well, I didn't even get to educate you on social media influencers.
Yeah, because we got caught up on this, like...
Well, bitch, you derailed us with Tuah girl.
Who's the social media influencer?
Is she getting brand deals?
Yeah. She is. That's why I brought her up. Like, that's why I want to know. Like, you have this like 5-10 seconds where it's like boom, huge, mega viral.
I'm just
like
scared.
The same way like the Man in Finance girl, right? Like, she got this thing.
She's doing very well.
Exactly, right?
But the difference, what I like about Jules, who came up with that catchphrase, like very demure, very mindful, very cutesy, is that people are crediting Jules.
Sure.
Whereas that girl in finance, bitch,
Yeah.
I don't know her name. And a bunch of people have used her audio.
Yeah.
And she says, I was reading an interview that she did with People magazine. She said that she has no problem with people not crediting her. But she's a white woman, so she'll do well. No, but she will. She's you know, she apparently has got signed to like some sort of big management company, so she's doing well.
Yeah.
Like everything in life, if you're white and a social media influencer, you don't have to work as hard as everyone else. Isn't that great? Yeah. Okay, well, we're definitely gonna have to do I don't
Okay,
know.
what was the one thing that you wanted to say and you didn't get to say?
I don't think it matters at this point. I'm really hung up on you not saying things out loud. You don't say shit out loud?
No. I mean, maybe I'll talk to the cats, but you know, I'm talking to which is ridiculous because one of the cats I talk to is actually deaf. So like they're really not hearing
Tuna's
anything
rude.
I say. Yeah,
that's the name of the cat.
He's white. He's a white cat. He's got white cat privilege.
No, but Tuna's objectively rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's adorable.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Because I'm really shocked. You're an only child. I'm shocked that you don't. If anything, I expected you to be weird. You know?
No, I mean, I just don't talk to myself. Really. Like, as an only child, yeah, sure, I spent a lot of time alone, but like, I just lived in my imagination.
You know, I've never really said this out loud. Growing up, I used to take like it was a fly swatter.
Yeah.
And I would tie like a piece of I guess, a scarf.
Okay.
And I would just like kind of wave it around, and I projected like this whole. This was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it was almost like
Was it like rhythmic gymnastics?
No, but I would just be like, I'd be like, oh, this is kind of like my friend, and I would pretend that the scarf was like hair, and I would like. This is me as a kid.
That's so adorable.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not disturbing?
I mean, both, but like it's more. It's mostly because it's like, oh, this is my friend with this beautiful scarf hair and this face on which there's a bunch of fly parts.
It was, but we didn't use it for flies though, so there were no dead flies on it.
So what was it? Why'd you have it?
I don't know, but then I would like talk
Other
to
than,
it. I would talk
did
to
your
it.
parents buy this as an imaginary friend?
No,
for you?
I think they just never used it. I don't know what happened, but I would like talk to it, and I would close the door. And then there were a couple times where I got caught. Like people would open the door, like my brother or my mom would open the door, and I would drop it. And I would pretend like I wasn't talking to it because I felt like shame around it.
So they felt like you were just talking to yourself. Like what sort of things were you saying to this fly? Oh, did it have a name?
No.
You didn't name your friend?
I don't know.
I guess you just assumed it should have, would have come with a name.
Yeah, it was. I really was doing a lot of talking out loud.
Was it like In Living Color? It was like
Thinking
a fly girl.
Out loud. Yeah. Was it what, sorry?
It was like In Living Color. It was like one of the fly girls.
Okay, Leonard. Shout out to J-Lo.
Shout out to J-Lo.
Yeah.
That's right. I just did a dance class the other day, and our instructor was teaching us like fly girl choreography. It's like, this is the thing you do. It's like, and then you divorce Ben Affleck.
For the second time. Well,
was it?
Well, they broke off their engagement the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so that's it. That's social. We're done. We
done.
can't.
We can't.
What else is there to say? Yeah.
Who knows? But you know what will tell us? We'll ask ChatGPT what else there is to say, because that is the subject of our next topic. All right.
Smooth transition.
Look at that. We're going to talk about artificial intelligence, which is sweeping the nation. I mean, it's been around for a while, but like it's one of those things that it's reached the point in our society, in our culture,
people
where
are really scared.
People are scared, but also like companies are going to put artificial intelligence in somewhere in the name of the company and what they do, and somehow that'll raise stock prices. Because although I think we've hit a point maybe where that's
is it raising
no longer
stock prices?
It was for a while. I mean, there was a huge AI boom for the last year. Like Nvidia stock went bonkers because they were selling the chipset to doing the AI.
Okay.
So I bought a whole bunch of Nvidia a couple years ago, and it worked out well.
Okay.
But yeah. So what do you know about AI?
I'm scared of it. Also, there've been all these stories about how AI is slightly racist.
It's getting better. It's getting to the point where it's like,
I think the problem is that
unless it depends on the AI.
Programmers or whoever's creating it or programming.
What's the
AI,
data set that it's trained on? It's
right?
Like how do you? Because we
white
teach
people
it.
Driving it.
It's like racism isn't inherent; it's taught, and that's 100%.
And that's what I think. The white people that are in control of managing it.
Yes.
I
love how every time I ask, like, I think this is like the theme of the podcast. Anytime I ask you what you know about a thing, you're it's racist.
The people need to
know.
Home
ownership, it's racist. Well, it's racist.
Bitch, where's a lie? Where's a lie? There is some racism.
Yeah, because there's racism in the world. It's not like they're feeding it racism.
I have to acknowledge my reality. Thank you. AI. What else do I know about AI? I don't know if we're gonna have a job in 10 years.
We'll have a different job.
AI is out here snatching all the jobs. That's kind of the view. But yeah, that's sort of the public perception.
Yeah. There's
and I think the here's the thing. I don't think AI is inherently evil. I think it actually really can do a lot of good.
No, it's a tool.
I think the thing that really scares me is are there any sort of safeguards being put in place to protect humans? And the lawmakers are all fucking geriatrics that don't fully even understand it. So, bitch, how are they going to protect us against corporate greed? You know what I mean? Because AI and corporate greed right now are going hand in hand. We're seeing that kind of happen.
Yes. There was like the big fight, the OpenAI fight. I don't know if you paid
There you go. Yes.
that.
Yeah.
But they are,
And it's kind of
know,
mass plagiarism going on.
well, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
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 It's human appropriation.
Yeah. It's mass cultural appropriation. Yeah.
From humans.
Well, it's all human culture being appropriated.
So that's why I said human appropriation.
Yeah.
Just accept it. Don't fight it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same to you about AI.
I you know what? I'm less apprehensive about it.
Oh, that's good.
I think it's because I believe in God.
Okay.
You need to believe that Jesus is your Lord and Savior. But no, wait.
Why does believing in God make you less apprehensive about
because
AI?
I just go, ultimately, I'm not the one in charge. I'm not the one running the show.
Yeah, AI is.
I think when you, I just think like when you
That's
believe,
our new God.
I think when you just believe in some sort of higher power,
Yeah.
you just go, there's nothing I can do. I'm not running the show.
So it's like you're in the back of an Uber is driving crazy. You're like, well, at least I'm not driving.
And I just trust that, I'll be okay. And I'll do what I can do. I will do what I can do.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I think that's kind of the gift that you get with sort of believing in God.
In God.
That you're just like, okay, bitch, I'm not running the show.
What if AI is the God? What if we are living in a simulation right now that was created by an artificial intelligence so far beyond human comprehension that it's created this reality for us, and AI is our God? Because that is an actual possibility.
Do you think so?
I think there's I think it's a non-zero chance. Do I think so? I don't know, but a lot of physicists do.
Oh, that we live in sort of some kind of AI simulation?
Mm-hmm.
Max, do you think we live in an AI simulation?
See, he's that wasn't a no.
Yeah.
So AI could be your God. You could be praying to AI.
Party. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think so. I don't agree with that. But if that's the case, bitch, I'm still not in control.
That's right.
Just
whatever. Just whatever.
Either way,
whatever
you're not in
AI
control.
allows.
You're not running the show.
AI willing, right? Insha AI.
Stop! What the fuck was that? So for those of you that don't know, Muslims say inshallah, which means God willing, and you took the Allah part off. And say it again.
Insha AI.
Insha AI, you bitch. We got to keep that in the edit. That's so good. Go. Yeah. Send death threats his way. And
yeah. No,
thank you.
I
believe. Thank you.
She's a believer. I'm a heathen.
So godless.
Come, get me.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. So what is your dumb question?
Okay.
About AI.
Oh my god. So my dumb question about AI is just sort of give me the basics on how it works.
Okay.
Try to demystify it for me.
Oh boy. Okay. I'll try. That's hard because it's by nature mystifying, but
okay.
Yeah.
And demystify it for me, and is it as ominous? Is it going to destroy our lives in the end, 10 years from now?
Okay.
The singularity, all that fun stuff.
Okay. All right.
So the singularity is where we merge with AI, right?
No, the singularity is
we
where
merge with robots.
Nope. The singularity is where
I love that I keep guessing. You're like, nope.
Singularity is where AI learns to self-improve, and then
oh yeah, it becomes its own thing.
And then it becomes its own thing.
Oh bitch, I don't need you. Peace out.
And then it just takes off, and then now all growth is completely uncontrolled and beyond our understanding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, and the timer starts now. So AI, there are different levels of AI. All right, so because artificial intelligence, the one like ChatGPT is like, it's like the 4th level of AI. It's like the AI that can like reason and stuff like that. But at the at the base level, it's like just rules based shit. It's like an alarm clock where it's just like, all right, this is the rule. Where like at 10 a.m. according to the person who programmed me, I gotta start yelling and making noise to wake people up. That's it. That's the most rudimentary AI you can possibly get. And there's video games, or again, it was like rules-based stuff where it's like you're playing Call of Duty and your enemy's like, all right, if like you're moving here, they'll flank you, whatever, and that's AI. But then it's getting more complicated. We're getting to like neural networks and shit like that.
Sorry?
Neural networks.
Neural networks.
Neural, N-E-U-R-A-L, neural networks, which is like how they're building out AI now where it's kind of mimicking the human brain with like neurons and stuff like that, where like there's different things that like connections that like synapses, they all fire and shit like that, with different parts of your brain give different weights to like different inputs and so on. And that's what they're coming up with now. So it's so to kind of explain.
So Deus Machina.
Deus Ex Machina.
Look at me not saying it correctly. How do you say it?
Deus Ex Machina. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that movie.
Oh yeah.
That bitch, honey. She said, spoiler alert, she murders the guy that creates her, the robot.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck you. You're not going to have sex with me no more. I am sentient and I want to go off and live my own life.
Yep.
And she murders him.
Yeah.
And I go, bitch, the way I'm not going to allow robots into my home.
Oh, treat them well. You know, when you ask Siri to do things, say please and thank you. Hoodo's looking at me like, you think that's gonna stop the genocide? Manners?
Yeah.
Well, doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for example, like right now, like the way they create a neural network.
How do you say the word again?
Neural.
No, Deus.
Deus Ex Machina. Yeah.
Deus?
Deus Ex Machina.
What the hell does that mean?
So Deus Ex Machina actually, it's actually more of a literary term, where back in the day, like when Shakespeare wrote plays and shit like that, or like in the Shakespearean times, like there would be like a play where things got so fucking convoluted at the end of it, they're like, yeah, and then God comes down and fixes everything.
The Lord. Shout out to the Lord. And then they would say,
it was really used as like a pejorative, being like, well, this was a terrible way to end this, because this is Deus Ex Machina. It's like the story didn't resolve of its own volition. You made this plot so fucking complicated, you had to have God come down, just sort it all out. So it was just kind of like, that's just bad writing. Deus Ex Machina is just bad writing. But anyways, AI, how they create, so basically, like, imagine this, like imagine you have, you create a machine, like a robot, a program, and you're like, all right, I want you, this program, to create more little programs for me to achieve this one task, right? And so that machine will start spitting out little robots to achieve that task. But then it's going to have to test these robots to see if they're capable of achieving the task consistently and getting it right consistently. So it's just going to keep doing iterations of like different things and just trying to like, we'll try again. You used to be a teacher, right? So imagine you're trying to teach your students something, and you're teaching them, and then they have to take a test, and then every kid that fails that test, you throw them into an incinerator and you make another kid. That's basically how that is. And you keep doing it until you eventually get a series of machines that work in concert to do the task that you're, whether that task is driving, from point A to point B, like in a Tesla car, or like analyzing the stock market or whatever.
Wow, okay.
Right? She suppresses a yawn.
I've really been trying so hard, yeah.
But so the issue is like, you're asking like, like demystify it. Here's the issue is like people, like computer scientists don't even know how the AI is working, because we built the machine that builds the machines, but we don't know what the machines that first machine built do or how they do it. Does that make sense?
So they built a machine to build the other machine.
Right.
And
the other machines are doing the thing that we wanted. So
the other machine is smarter because it's building
I wouldn't say it's smarter, but it's better at a specific task than the first machine. Because the first machine, their task was to build the machine to do the task.
Yeah.
And then the machine that does the task can do the task. And so I wouldn't say smarter. I would just say better suited to that task.
Okay.
So but we don't know how it works though. That's the problem. Like they don't quite know how like ChatGPT works. Like somebody was like, they don't
know how ChatGPT works?
They sort of do, but they sort of don't. Like they have to they've been like delving and they're like, okay, wait, how does this model actually function like under the hood? Because we didn't build the model. Like we built the thing that builds the model. Like ChatGPT is a large language model. It's a generative pre-trained transformer. That's what GPT stands for.
Say it again.
Generative pre-trained transformer, I believe, is what it is.
Okay.
Is it generative? Anyways, how ChatGPT works is it like, again, it's trained on vast data sets of like language and like
mass plagiarism.
And then what it does is it sort of like groups words, letters, characters into what they call tokens. and these are like sort of like concepts, and then they like the model like starts putting these invisible threads between everything.
Sorry.
As Hoodo yawns again.
Sorry.
So that it can like reason,
Yeah.
you know, and then figure out. So yeah, like they've learned. It's kind of like
Okay, so don't nobody know how ChatGPT works?
not quite, no, but they
Okay.
tried. But they the problem
And
is like
so how
trying
will they improve ChatGPT if they don't know how it works? Because we used it. We used the paid version, and there's some kinks.
yeah.
So how will they improve it if they don't know how it works?
I don't actually know. Like
so
just
we're
different
waiting on the
programming, different-
singularity.
No. I mean, I'm not a computer scientist, so I actually don't know what they're doing to improve it. But they
Okay.
are, like, you know, they're improving the model, they're improving like the way the weights work, they're improving the way the machine builds the machines. Let's go back. Let's go to like
Okay.
the thing you're scared about. Are these gonna
yeah.
kill us?
You have 3 minutes to.
I know, I have to
make
explain.
Me not scared.
Yeah.
About it. Yeah.
Will it kill us? Will it not kill us? It depends on how it's trained. This is the
Honey,
issue.
Deus Deus Machina.
Yeah.
That's what I think of when I think of the end goal of AI.
Yeah, is to kill us all, not to make
Honey,
humanity
she gonna
better.
get mad. The robots, they're all gonna turn on us. They're gonna be like, y'all trying to colonize us, make us your slaves? We're killing you.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. I have a plantation full of Roombas here.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So it depends on how the AI is trained.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because AI, you tell it to do something, but if you don't give it specific parameters, it's not going to be like, you know, you tell it to get you coffee.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like, oh, the way to get coffee is to like go to the kitchen, use the coffee maker. The AI might be like, oh, okay, what I'll do is I'll take over a self-driving car and I'll smash that car into the lobby of your condominium because there was a guy in there who was delivering coffee to somebody else. There's your coffee, right? So it really comes down to like, you have to give it so many parameters on how it operates. Like, okay, this is not gonna help with making you feel better, but like this is a true thing.
God, Leonard.
There was a simulation of like an Air Force drone,
Okay.
and they're like, and it's like an AI controlled Air Force drone, and basically like it was like you get points if you kill the target, right?
Yeah.
And then the operator will tell you go, then you kill the target, and then yay, right? What the AI learned, it was like, well, the thing standing in my way really is the operator telling me whether I can go or not. So he killed the operator, and then it went to go kill the target.
And what was this for?
This is an Air Force AI drone.
The U.S. military.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So it comes down to how well you train the AI. It comes down to like,
Yeah, but some things you just can't anticipate.
that's
like
the problem.
that
That's
fucking
why it's dangerous. Because
get that
there
shit
are
away
all
from
these
me.
unintended consequences, right? Where it's like, I don't like, you know, it's like, yes, make the world a better place, solve climate change. And the AI's like, yeah, genocide's the way to do that.
Humans are the problem with climate change. Let's eradicate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's kind of where it's at. So like, will that happen?
It's not looking good. I think my main concern is that it's interwoven with corporate greed.
I mean,
It's in the hands of some nefarious people.
Yeah, well, but the corporate greed, that's not the thing, because they don't want us all dead. We're customers. Where you
But
should
they
be
don't want to
concerned-
get. They want to take our jobs.
Yeah, well, there's
People
that.
are always worried about immigrants taking their jobs, honey. This is the one.
I mean, things will change for sure. If you're a software coder, you're in trouble. If you write like for BuzzFeed, you're in trouble. You know, but like
If you write for BuzzFeed, it's all going to be AI generated articles.
it already is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
So like all these things, it's like, you know, like yes, the landscape will change, but in the same way, like
Do you think our job's gone?
as of right now, no.
No,
And-
I'm obviously
And
not
there's
now.
union protections, but I think there's bless you.
Thank you.
I think that eventually, here's the thing. I think like
Wow.
bless you.
Thank you.
I think that there's people who know how to use. You're not going to lose, like right now, you're not going to lose your job to AI. You're going to lose your job to somebody who knows how to use AI better than you.
Well, that's what all the fucking CEOs are saying, honey.
But it's true. Like
That's right now, bitch. I'm talking about the future.
in like in 5 years. I mean, I don't know. Like it might like the, you know, like our jobs as comedians.
I don't know.
We have to get on stage and perform, right? But there's going to be comedians who are going to use AI to write jokes for them. We had, by the way, the 10 minutes ended a while ago, but people are going to use AI to write their jokes, and then they're going to tell those jokes on stage, and maybe those jokes will get better. Who knows?
I was on a date with a guy that I'm obviously not going to see again, and he said, in the future, I was having this AI kind of debate with him, and he said, in the future, you could just have AI write your jokes for you. And I was like, but that's cheating. And he's like, no, because the AI would be doing it in your voice. It's still your voice. And I'm like, no, but when an athlete uses steroids, we consider that cheating. And to me, that's kind of like comedic steroids. And then he was like, oh, okay. Because I put in a sports used a sports kind of reference. So he's like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's like the right analogy. That'd be like if like an athlete, it's not like steroids, it's like an athlete in like a different body almost. It's like, it's not the same. Like, here's the thing, like right now, like what I'm
saying, when the AI gets so good, that it's just so funny, which that day will probably come.
Yeah.
That'll feel more like steroids, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's gonna suck. I mean, you know what that's gonna mean? It's like some shitty comedians are gonna have careers where they really wouldn't ever have had them.
Yeah.
Right? Because they can get AI to write them decent jokes, and then they have to like go on stage and perform them. People aren't gonna know. Right now, like you hit AI like every now and then I'll ask AI to write me a joke just to see where it's at, and I was like, and at the beginning it was like, oh, this is fucking racist, and I was like, great, it's like a lot of comedians I know.
Yeah.
So, but it was better. Like it was better than some comedians I know, but like not good.
Yeah.
Right. But like it is going to get better. I think like the way I use AI right now is like I use it to do research, and I use it for ideation and stuff like that. I treat it like the dumbest writer's assistant in the world, who happens to have all the knowledge.
Well, you just called it dumb. It hurt you, and bitch, she gonna get you.
Yeah.
Deus Machina. She gonna Deus Machina you 5 years from now with all the cats, and the cat's gonna eat you up. That was so morbid.
Wow.
That is actually, I don't think that'll happen to you, but I'm just saying that is my fear.
Your fear is
Deus
AI
Machina.
will kill us and cats will eat us?
Well, you have a bunch of cats. Leonard has, at the time of this recording, you have like 12 cats.
Yeah, so you're like concerned about like Terminator.
That's
like,
really what
Skynet.
I'm thinking. I'm just like, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wouldn't happen. Like it is like we're at like this sort of crossroads where like it, that's why like the whole OpenAI fight was like scary. Where you're
and
like,
did they lose?
Well, it's not a lose thing. It was like the board was like fighting with Sam Altman. They fired him, they hired him back, and they're like saying like they're concerned because he was trying to make it too commercial. And meanwhile, like they're like, oh, but we're here to create like artificial general intelligence in a way that's like good for the world, and like maybe he's going too fast and yada yada yada. And it was like, and this is not like your normal like board fight where you're like, oh, this like big tech company's having a board fight, and it's like about money and whatever. But like here you're like, oh, this is the fate of the fucking world. Yeah. It's like, I think on the Daily Show, Leonard Chan was like, yeah, it's the difference between like, oh, are we gonna have a robot sex slave, or are we gonna become robot sex slaves? Like,
yes.
I'm okay either way. I just need to know, that's.
I need to prepare.
I need to buy lube or whatever.
That was a little too much.
Oh, that was too much?
The lube, it just...
AI is murdering me, my cats are eating me, but like if I just want to make robot sex comfortable...
I took it too far. I agree. I took it too far. Comment below if you think I took it too far.
Yeah, so I mean, do I think AI... But look, AI can kill us all for sure, but it can also make everything better.
Sure.
And it just comes down to, it's just a tool like any other. It's the same way like the internet is just a tool.
Social media
is just a tool, and it can make everything better. It can make like social media and the internet can make people feel like they're parts of communities. They can give people, they can entertain people. They can do all sorts of things. Or it can cause, all these like echo chambers of people, like more division, rampant misinformation from AI bots who are out there,
and also ruin elections.
Exactly. So it's all how people use tools. So it's about people. But at some point, this is the thing, when AI goes beyond human reasoning, it's no longer about people. It's about. Okay. So there's still going to be things like that humans will be good for, but like like the. Yeah. I mean, it's been so long that what were we talking about? Social media influencers
and AI.
Holy shit, this is a long podcast. Social media influencers, man, like, yeah, they exist. Good for them.
You hate them?
I don't hate them. It's just
you're jealous.
I'm not even jealous. Okay. It's just not a thing that like
you want to do.
Interests me, and it's upsetting because
you're being pulled into that world.
I have to do because the thing that does interest me requires that I do that. So I don't like that.
Yeah. Okay. And my takeaway is for AI, I'm a little less terrified of it. It's a tool capable of great things, but it's scary. And that's it.
Okay.
Anyways, thanks for listening. Feel free to follow us.
This entire podcast was like, I'm scared of progress from both of us.
Oh,
and I don't like the way the world is going, and I don't like what it's making me do.
I hate change.
And I'm trying to avoid this. Fuck.
I hate change. I love that. Yeah.
That's the
thanks.
The name of the podcast. I hate change.
Thanks for listening to the pod. I'm Hoodo. This is Leonard. And feel free to follow us on social media. We'll probably have our handles show up on the screen somewhere. Yeah. And come see us live in person.
Yes.
Yes, come see us live in person.
And so you see that we are not robots.
Yes, and we're actually funny. Yeah.
Which you would never know from this pod.
I mean, we were mostly scared for this episode.
That's true.
More than funny, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys have been great. Comment below with what topics, silly or seriously, you want us to cover.
Yep. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.